You know what they say, scream me once, shame on Billy Loomis. Scream me 6 times, that's a lot of screaming. Scream 6 picks up not long after the events of Scream 5, further cementing that the main cast of Scream 5 is now our main crew. In fact, Sydney's not even in this one, which you would think I'd hate, but given the events of the first 5 films, I'm honestly just glad she gets a break. As I mentioned in my Scream 5 recap, it's really hard for a franchise to hit the same beats that we all expect from them while keeping those beats fresh. I can say that the opening kill in this one had me absolutely floored. I was so impressed with just how fresh they could keep it. It's a kill within a kill, it's even a fake out with who Ghostface is, and that fake out Ghostface even runs into one of our protagonists in passing. Though the new crew has fully taken over as the main cast, Gail does have a role in this film. And just because she's continuing to fulfill the supporting character role that started in Scream 5 doesn't mean we don't get some great moments. In fact, we get one of my favorite Gale Weathers moments in the entire franchise. Given that Gale is a veteran of dealing with Ghostface, there's something really satisfying about her trying to find the hiding Ghostface in her apartment with her gun drawn, and hanging up on him to star 69 him, hear the sound of his cellular phone ringing from behind a door, and put a few bullets through that door, not messing around. We get some other returning characters like Chad and Mindy, the nephew and niece of Randy from the first 2 films. Mindy specifically kind of already took over for Randy as the resident movie expert that kind of lists the rules of surviving whatever kind of film they're in that particular installment. Mindy is the one who declares Scream 5 a requel and then declares this one the requel sequel, which essentially just means everything's bigger, more impactful, and for a second it even looks like Gale might join Dewey as another Lost Legacy character. It's something I think so telegraphed, so foreshadowed, that the fact that it doesn't happen is the subversion. Now, the fun thing about Scream 6 is that it takes the kind of, family connectedness of Scream 5 and flips it further on its head. This Scream shares the distinct honor with Scream 3 as being one of the only Scream movies where it's not 2 people working together as Ghostface. In this case, it's 3. Now that Sam and Tara have fully reconnected during the events of Scream 5, Scream 6 is about the family of Richie, who was Sam's boyfriend and one of the 2 Ghostfaces, who have decided that they're going to reconnect over revenge. Richie's father, brother, and sister working a long con with a convoluted plan that is ostensibly to get revenge against Sam for what she did to Richie, but they're going to pull anyone and everyone in the orbit down with her. Not to be outdone, Tara and Sam's story and arc through this movie is after they've reconnected in 5, now they have to decide whether the trauma of what happened in 5 is going to change who they are or how they operate. And for Sam, she feels as though she can't make any other decision other than to let it affect her, and Tara wants to just kind of forget it and move on. All coming to a head when Sam and Tara, pushed to the absolute limit, turn the tables on these would-be murderers. All these elements come together to make 6 one of my favorites in the entire franchise, except for maybe the first one. It's heart-pumping, it's exciting, there's some pretty intricate and gruesome deaths that are creative, to say the least. I find Sam and Tara to be very compelling characters, played by great actors. We even get a return of a character from Scream 4, with Hayden Panettiere reprising her role as Kirby. It's rare enough that a franchise with this many installments remains pretty consistent in the level of quality, but even rarer that the last installment, the 6th in this case, is as good, if not maybe in some ways better than the original. I do go back and forth, though. With that, we're putting Scream Week to rest this year, but we're about to kick 31 Days of Horror up a notch with a larger variety of films. If you want to watch along or just watch them at your own pace, the list of 31 films for 31 Days of Horror is in my pinned videos on my page. Until next time, stay scared, everyone. Ooh.